Welcome back to SK Hobbies, AZ and I am Stitch, and on this episode, I think we've done our final upgrades to the AX24. You're going to want to see this. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. So yes, I think we've hit our final set of upgrades on this AX24. Except for the motor, I think we still need to do some on the motor, but you guys will see it on the course. But let me go ahead and show you what we've got done. All right, so there she is. So what we've done is I changed out the tires. We've got the Little Guy Racing Swamp Kings on here. We got a set of Endura rims, or Endura, however you want to say it. I say it Endura. We've got Maz Designs, the beadlock ring on there, and I just swapped these tires out. I didn't want to put a brand new set of tires on it. I just swapped it out with one of my other builds that I have, and just to test these out. So this guy will end up with a set of these tires, I think, on it. I'll get a new set on order and get them put on, and we're going to get the other Endura beadlock tires on it because it looks really good with the body. But like I said, these tires, they performed amazing. Underneath, what I did is still running the stock axles and all the other upgrades I had before, but I changed out the knuckles in the front only to the Endura brass ones, as you can see. And you can see in there that I put those plus 5mm extensions on the inside. Now, they're not the weighted ones, they're just those aluminum extensions from you can get them from Hobby Park. I believe these are probably the Hobby Park ones. I'm not quite sure. Or they might be Endura. But I did it both the front and the rear, you can see right in there. The rear knuckles are still the stock plastic ones. We're still running the same plastic shocks. But literally that's all that I did between my last set of upgrades and upgraded this. Now, this guy, I think, outperforms my other rigs, and my wife wants to do a comparison between this and her Betty, which is sitting right there. She wants to do a comparison between them and see what kind of lines they can do and which one does it better. So stay tuned for that video because we'll get that video going here soon. If you guys haven't watched my other videos on this bad boy, I'll open it up and tell you what we've got going on. We've got the Reefs 99 servo up front. We have an Emax servo in the rear. We did upgrade the steering linkage. To the rear is the aluminum linkage. The front is a brass CCXRC linkage. We're running the front and rear CCXRC diff covers. Running a stock servo horn. And we're running all the stock linkage underneath, the stock drive shafts. You can see right there that little silver motor. That is the Holmes Hobbies 55T, which I don't think he sells that anymore, but this one's definitely got us a better crawl out of it from that stock 88T motor from Dynamite. But that's it. Now, I did forget when I talked in the last video, and I had somebody comment, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. The servo mount that I'm using on both the front and rear is the Trill, and they're the aluminum ones. And that's just because they were wide enough for putting the Reefs RC 99 micro on it. You can see right in there. And on the rear, and there's the rear, is the same. It's the aluminum one from Trill. So it is, you know, it's 4-linked. It's the 4-link setup. Really good one. I haven't tried any other servo mounts yet. These were just the ones I had extra sitting in my box, and so I threw those on here. Also, you can see that I've got the JST connector. So I did put a different battery in this, and I've made the little linkage that I was telling you guys out, that I cut the end off the battery, solder the JST on one side so I can actually charge this battery. I'm also going to show you this battery real quick of what I put in here. All right, so yes, I've got these, I don't know what you call them, Juzixi. They're 400 mAh 2S batteries. Got these on Amazon. They're a little bit thicker And they do actually, they fit in there. You guys can see right here. And the way that I put it in is actually upside down. And they go in pretty good, and then the flap comes down. It's a little tight squeeze, but it works really good. So there's another option for batteries for this bad boy. And then, you know, I do recommend putting that JST connector on, because you can hook this up to your LiPo charger and get a good balance charge on that 2S battery. Enough of me talking about what we're doing to this thing, and let's get on the course and show you guys what we've accomplished with this bad boy. You guys are going to be surprised. All right, so we got her on the course. We did do a new addition to the course. This is what me and my wife did this morning while we were having our cup of coffee, but we did that whole addition over there, put a little valley in here, or a little riverbed, and then we had a couple of extra leftover rocks and some dirt, so we just did this little pile here. But here's my crawler course. So the wife's kicker, she's going to be doing the driving on this to show the performance. We're going to do a couple of runs without using the extra steering modifications of the four-way steer or the crab walk, and we're going to show you how this bad boy is performing now. A little bit loose dirt there. We just put this portion in, so it hasn't had a chance to compact yet. But I think what you guys are going to be surprised at, we did this on our last video on it and it couldn't make it, but this little climb right here, it goes really awesome. There's another one we're going to show you guys here shortly of that other climb that she didn't make. Oh, we flipped. There she is. Just the small amount of modifications we did to this, it's performing almost as good as my my Furatech ones that I have. All right, so we had issues with this climb going up this rock right here before, but look at this now. Look at that. That was amazing. We didn't have to put very much weight on it at all to get that additional front leverage there, and I think those steering knuckles is all I needed to do. Now these tires are a little bit more grippier, being that they're the Little Guy Racing Swamp Kings, but and you can't beat it for the little bit of modifications. And what I'll do is in this description, I'll put a list of all of the upgrades that I put onto this bad boy to get it to perform this way. You don't necessarily need to put that Reefs 99 up front. You could probably do, you know, 2 Emax servos and get by just as good. But I had an extra Reef servo lying around, so we went ahead and threw that in here just to see what it would do. All right, so now we're going to show off some of the four-way steer and the crab walking. My wife was dancing on these rocks earlier, so we're going to finish this video off with a little bit of her fancy driving. It performed awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I think we're definitely going to look at upgrading the motor a little bit. We want to stay brushed on this bad boy for now, so we're not going to be putting any FureTech system in it. We're going to stay with that stock electronics for you guys. But like I said, I got a torque beast coming from Mofo RC. We're going to put that in here, and we'll see how that does over this Holmes Hobbies one. You guys look down in the description for the list of all the parts that we put into this bad boy to perform. Don't forget to like and subscribe, bash that bell. I'm Stitch, SK Hobbies AZ, and I'm out.